SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I listened to 45 minutes of really boring stuff, so you didn't have to. The T-Mobile Investor Conference happened today, and I want to give you guys the highlights and what things are important to note that were disclosed from a couple of executives from T-Mobile at the Investor Conference. Anyways, that's the content in today's video. Stick around for it. Please do like and share this video if you want to help out the channel. Ways to support us directly can be found in the description. And I'll be sure to link the investor page for T-Mobile so you guys can, listen to the webcast if you like from the Investor Conference. All right, so item number one, and this addresses the elephant in the room. What is T-Mobile going to do with the 800 megahertz spectrum that was supposed to be sold to Dish? And, I thought maybe there were some kind of underpinnings and some potential options for T-Mobile, but nope, it's pretty much exactly as it was, as we knew it from the FCC documentation. And, yeah, it's going to go to auction. That's what they have to do. It's not something that they're choosing to do. It's something that they are bound to by the FCC. So T-Mobile has disclosed that they're not intending on buying it. They're unable to. And T-Mobile is going to, at that point in time, which is in April, go ahead and it's going to be auctioned. And the auction will go to the highest bidder. Now, the thing that I found interesting was the timing. They said that it would happen later on in the year. So then we might find out who would be in the market for it. And but that's the earliest, is like the end of this year, so like in the fall-ish. And then the FCC also has to approve who it goes to. So even if they're able to kind of monitor and permit certain folks into that auction, that's how it's going to kind of play out. Some additional stuff from the investor conference that was interesting. The 2024 focus is all about taking share in smaller markets, rural government, rural America, and government and enterprise growth in the top 100. They mentioned enterprise several times, so we'll continue to monitor that, but top 100 was mentioned many times. Enterprise was mentioned several times. Government was mentioned several times. So that's, to me, I think it's screaming. Growth in fixed wireless access will continue to be a trend. So we are expecting that, and they said to go ahead and anticipate that. They mentioned rural market shares at 17.5%. The goal is to get to 20%. They're very close to that, guys. And that SOGA is tied to the availability of the network and then building retail distribution, which they're both scaling nicely. So to me, I think that 20% is going to be hit very soon. I don't know if it's going to happen this quarter, but it might happen next quarter, just based on the growth metrics they're talking about being tied to the network and the distribution. They've been opening stores and they've been building towers, right? And they've got the Sprint Keep sites and all those things are in play. With respect to enterprises, they did mention that they have been aggressively looking at T-Mobile as an option. They've been testing T-Mobile's network, and they are saying that, it's doing what they need it to do and where they need it to do it. So, and they're saying they're doing it better than others, and that includes Verizon. That's pretty telling. So the company that everyone perceives to have like the network excellence, T-Mobile claims that theirs is doing more for folks than even Verizon can offer. I'm going to leave the video at that because I think those are some important talking points. The focus areas for 2024, and then what we know now about the Dish 800 megahertz. I'm going to have a couple other videos on fixed wireless access, fiber, network perception, CapEx, stuff like that in retail. I'll talk more about that later. I guess I don't have to spend too much time in retail. I could just add that here in this video. Store experiences will be evolving according to T-Mobile. They're doing a lot more with AI, with customer care. And they're looking to digitize and automate the basic functions and things that customers want to do in the store. So that's something to monitor. But they are saying that there's going to be a slow, gradual transformation. Nothing abrupt or anything, because they're saying that retail for wireless is still basically the same way it was 20 years ago. But they say there will be a gradual change, and those are some things to watch. But that's really what I wanted to cover here today. Tell me what you guys think about these news updates from T-Mobile. What do you find to be most intriguing? What do you think about that comment about Verizon and enterprise? What do you think about the share taking, and that sort of thing in those new segments for T-Mobile? They've never been in those arenas before. Exciting, for sure. I think Verizon will be feeling the pressure this year from T-Mobile, whether they want to admit it or not. Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.